Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a very rainy day. Look at the lake. Yeah, it rained throughout the whole night. Yeah, them out there. Yeah, I'm getting a late start to feedings. I know it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh. Yep, it rained all night long. Hi, babies. Oh. So, I'm gonna go in here and go check on the babies, check on the goats. I don't know. She's still showing signs, but not really showing signs. Yeah. Let me set this bag down. Bag is a bag of supplies for when she goes into labor. Hi, babies. Let's see what's going on over here. If there's any. I see a kitty. Miss Autumn. Good morning, Miss Queenie. Good morning, Maria. How are we feeling today? Any babies? Nothing yet. Why are you being so stubborn? You're almost past due. Yes, you're almost past due, sweetheart. Yes, you are. Okay, let me get you guys some food. Yes, hello, baby girl. Hello, baby girl. You're so pretty. All right, so let me get these guys fed, and then we'll sit and talk about, I don't know, what I'm waiting for. So I'm still waiting for some babies, and I hope that they show up here pretty soon because I'm getting impatient. So stand by. Let me finish up. Oh my goodness, yes, I'm coming. Oh, stop screaming. I'll be right there. Yeah, we've got a screamer. So let me get these guys fed real quick. Okay, so I'm trying to get prepared for these kids to come. Right now it's a waiting game. I have no idea when they're going to show up. I have that Nest camera out there that I keep watching her throughout the night, throughout the day. I had some running around to do yesterday, and I was afraid she was going to go into labor while I was gone. So, but I have a kit put together, just in case, because I mean I don't know what to prepare. I don't know what to expect. Again, like I said, I've never done this before. I've never birthed a goat, sheep, cows, anything like that. I mean, standard cats and dogs, growing up. But so this is all new for me. So I'm trying to get prepared. I'm doing my research. I'm watching other people's videos and tutorials on how they keep prepared and what they do. And so this is just some of the stuff that they keep in their kits just to be on the safe side. So I guess we're gonna first kind of start off with, the essential, a clean towel. This is just a standard old beach towel that we've had inside of our pantry, our linen closet. So I'm going to use this beach towel here. I don't care how gross and slimy and mucky it gets. I don't have a problem throwing this on the burn pile and burning it after we're done. It's just an old beach towel that we've had here for years. So this is number one, a clean towel. Okay. So number two is a good pair of surgical scissors. So these scissors here have the rounded tips to them. Ideal, so that way you don't jab them by accident. This would be used to shorten the umbilical cord when it needs to be. Mama will go in there and clean it up and cut it, but this is just to snip it and go get a little bit closer of a cut, a little closer umbilical cord. Iodine. So this is first aid antiseptic Providine iodine solution 10%. This is what I'm using. This is what they sell at Walmart. It was, shoot, it was like $6.38 for this bottle here. We can use this other things for here at the house too, not just for the goats, you know, cuts and scrapes and stuff. So it's always good to have on hand. I haven't had iodine in the house in a long time. Back when I first bought it, it was actually iodine. I mean, you can buy it, you know, from like CVS or Walgreens. It was an actual just iodine for, you know, wounds. So iodine. This is for the umbilical cord. You dip the umbilical cord or swab this around the umbilical cord. Helps keep the infection away. Since they are being born in the barn, they'll be more susceptible to germs and bacteria and dirt. And so I just want to make sure that they stay safe and healthy from the very get-go. So iodine for the umbilical cord once we cut it shorter. Gloves. I've got these vinyl gloves, these extra large vinyl gloves. It's going to get messy, and I don't really mind getting my hands messy and dirty. That's a bit much. So vinyl gloves, the kids are going to come out slimy. They're going to come out wet. They can come out bloody. They can, you know, mucusy. So cover yourself with vinyl gloves. So essential number 4, gloves. Now, other people on YouTube have actually specified to have this on hand, dental floss. Now, people say use the dental floss so you can tie the umbilical cord off. I don't know about that. I'm not going to be, I don't think the kid's going to stand still long enough for me to say, you know, hey, let me tie your cord. You know, to be able to get a freaking double knot on there and knot it all. I don't know. I probably won't be using this. Other people says it's a good thing to have on your kit just in case. It's in my kit. I think I found this. It was in the bathroom drawer the last time my daughter went to, or my wife went to the dentist, and they get that little pack that comes with the dental floss and the toothbrush and toothpaste, and so dental floss. Probably won't be using this. You know, I think nature will be just fine handling that department. And last but not least, we have a nasal syringe. So this little bulby thing is going to help clear the mucus out of the nose and the throat of the baby kids if need be. There's a lot of, there's a huge chance that she could be having triplets, and the third kid could be struggling with life. It could be struggling to breathe because it could be breech and it's upside down and it can't breathe. So you need something you can really get down in there and clear that airway out so that way life can begin. I found this one at Walmart yesterday. Man, this was a son of a gun to find. I couldn't find this thing anywhere. I went to 3 different stores and nobody had it. I finally found it. This was like, they had like 2 more on their shelves other than this one. I think I paid like $2.50 or something like that. It was under $3. So between the iodine and the bulb, these scissors came out of my medical kit that was, you know, came with my truck when I bought my truck. So when I'm done using it here, I'll put them back in the truck. I have another pair of surgical scissors that I keep inside my dive kit. I'm a certified diver, so I have a medicine first aid kit in my dive box, and it's got blunt end scissors, but they're angled a little different. I kind of like the way these ones feel, so that's why they're in this kit, so I can get, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, this is what's in my kit, and of course, Of course, they're going to have, at the very end, when mama's done in labor and she's done delivering her babies, it's essential to give her some molasses water. Molasses water is an essential start to hydration. It puts back a lot of the sugars, gets the energy boost back up again. It'll promote her to start drinking. It's got iron in it. It's got, I think there's like calcium and there's iron and vitamins and minerals in molasses. I believe it's a quarter cup. No. Yes. It's a quarter cup of molasses for a half gallon of hot water. And you just make that up when you know she's going into labor. You make it up ahead of time. Put it inside the microwave if you need to reheat it. And then when she's done kidding, then you just feed her back her molasses water. And it'll help rehydrate her again. It'll give her essentially a boost of energy to get going, and maybe start nursing on and letting babies nurse. So, yeah, so that's an essential thing. I just discovered that here the other day about molasses water. I'd never heard of it before, but hey, I'm glad I kind of researched it. Honestly, I went here on YouTube and I researched everything here on YouTube, and I discovered everything I'm going to need from other people's experiences of birthing their own goats, or their own barnyard animals or whatnot. So right now I just got all of this just sitting inside of a plastic bag. It's nothing fancy, but it'll keeps everything together. It's just here in a fancy bag. I put one little tie on it and call it good until I'm ready to use it. Hopefully I won't have to use this kit. Hopefully nature will do its thing and mama can do what she needs to do on her own. But there might be a chance that I will have to step in and kind of help out. So, but let's go take a look at the babies right now. Let's see what's going on over here. Hi guys. So you can see she's still very pregnant. Why are you whistling, huh, Queenie? Oh wait, kitty. Oh, hi, kitty. Oh, look, there's a kitty. Well, hello, little flower. Hello, kitty, kitty. It's not about you right now. This is camera time for the goats. So, yeah, I don't know. Gosh, any time now. She's been still acting kind of weird. She's been very restless throughout the night, up and down constantly. Her bag, she's still got quite a nice bag there. I'm afraid my biggest fear. Yeah, she's still got quite a bag to her. I'm afraid that when she actually delivers these babies, that there's a very good possibility that she may reject them. I mean, that's a thing in all, I guess, all livestock animals, is that the mama rejects them. Maria does not like her udders touched at all. I can't go in there. I mean, some goats don't mind it. I walk over there and I touch it and she freaks out and she starts kicking. She does not like her bag touched. And essentially for a dairy goat, that's not really something that that's desired, because she's going to have to get milked. And then I have her for the sole purpose of milking. And if I can't get milk out of her and she rejects her babies, then I might need to consider taking her to auction and, selling her off to somebody else so they can have the headache and they can deal with it. And I can get myself another dairy goat and it doesn't mind me touching her udders. Miss Autumn doesn't mind me touching her udders. I can go underneath her and I can touch her and she's just fine. Maria, on the other hand, really, really does not like it. She does not like her bag being touched at all. So I've been trying to desensitize her by just holding her head between my legs and just playing with her bag and, squeeze on the udder here and there just to kind of get her an idea of like, hey, this is what's up, what's to expect, what's coming up. So, but, right, Mama? Hi, sweetheart. Yes, baby girl. You're such a pretty girl, though. Now, I'm so looking forward to seeing her babies. I'm so curious on the colors of the babies. So I've been looking forward to this moment for a while. Let's put this camera here. Let's see if I can readjust this so you guys can see her a little bit better. Oh, stand by. Stay with me. Yeah, I feel a bit better. Miss Queenie. So anyways, I'm still waiting. And she's, but there is that option. There's that possibility that she could reject. And that's going to be a problem if this is a thing. Now, mind you, I bought her from an auction. And I'm wondering, was she sold at the auction because of this? Because when I bought her at the auction, she was good looking. She didn't have any health issues. She wasn't overly skinny. She wasn't malnourished. She was a good look, good, firm, solid goat. I paid a pretty penny for her, though. Yeah, I did. I think I paid like $250 from her for the auction. But you know what? I needed a doe at the time and a Nubian. It was hard to find Nubians during the time when I was looking for females. I had already had the two boys. She came along in auction and I purchased her. So my first thought when I first bought her was maybe somebody had too many and they just took her to auction. But now that I think back at that day, at that auction, her and one other were the only two actual Nubian goats that were being sold at the auction that day. There was a lot of boar. There was a lot of, Nigerian dwarfs. There was a couple alpines. There's other sheep and lamb that were being sold. But her and one other were the only two that were Nubian. So at the time I was thinking, oh, score. I found a Nubian I can get. Now I look back at it and I think, there's a reason why somebody decided to sell her and the other one in an auction. Why? What is it? Is it the fact that she has a hard time kidding? Is it the fact that you can't milk her? Is it that she rejects her babies? Is it a multitude of things? Is it attitude? Is she aggressive? Is she violent? So she hasn't been any of the above until now when she's pregnant, and we'll find out on the kid side. Other than that, she's an extremely sweet girl. She likes to be groomed. She likes to be rubbed, and she's not, and you know what? And surprisingly for a goat, she's not very vocal either, but she has a very deep bay to her. It's kind of real deep voiced when she decides to talk, but so with my other ones, like Autumn over there with the spots, she's very vocal. I'll walk away and she'll start screaming, "Ma'am!" But yeah, they're character. They've got so much characteristics to them and just personalities, and I could sit here for hours and just watch these girls. So if I'm in here during the time when she goes into labor, during that moment, when I sense that she's close and if I can catch it, I think I'm going to have them birth. I'm going to have her birth in here. It's a smaller room. They've been spending most of their time on the other side, which is the larger one, which is where that's my horse's side. But I might make this the birthing pen. It's a lot smaller and confined, so that way I can get in here and I can set a camera up and I can film it. I can come in here and assist and help. You know, I've got lights I can plug in and use for extra lightage. For on this side here, I can strap to the side of this railing here on the fencing here. So I'll probably use this side here for the birthing. I don't know. I'm rambling now. But anyways, this was just kind of a little update of my baby girls. No kids yet. Still waiting. And I'm impatiently waiting. I want to see these babies. I want to see the color that I'm going to get out of these babies. I'm super excited. Super excited. I want to see the colors. They're adorable. Well, you watch them. I'm going to see how much hay they have. Yes, I'll get you some more hay. Goodness, Queenie. What are you doing? You're a clown. You're a clown. I'm going to pause this for a second. They're going to follow me over to the other side. Okay, so I just was able to, I grabbed Maria and I was feeling her bag and it's still kind of soft. It's not even hard. So I don't know. Maybe I still got maybe a week left. I don't know, but she feels like the signs are all there. She's so close. But you know, I will keep all of you guys informed on the progress and what's going on. I'll come out here and I'll throw a couple of videos on throughout the week, maybe every couple of days, and share progress. And that way you can see what's going on. So you can see what I see. You know, I mean, she's definitely, her sides have sunken in. The kids have dropped. She's bagging up. She's not gooping yet. No drippage. She is swollen. The ligament in her tail is softened. So I can put my hands almost completely around it. So it's, but yeah, I mean, time will tell. But it's better to be prepared and be ready for it when it happens. So, right, Queenie? Right, baby girl? Yes. You're going to be my next one. But, all right, everybody. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. Hey, you know what? I appreciate everybody out there, you know, who watches my videos. You know, I mean, I hope I can bring you a little bit of joy that brings to me to make these videos. You know, I mean, I enjoy doing this. You know, I don't do it for any other reason other than my own pure enjoyment. But, you know, yeah, I mean, hey, if you haven't yet, please like, and subscribe to my video. That would help me out to my channel. You know, hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. Wait, it's going to be over here. Ding, 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 ding. You know, hit that thumbs up. Ding, 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 ding. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. If you are curious to see the progress, oh, glare. If you are curious to see the progress on what's going on with my goats, I've got my mare out there too, and she's going to be delivering here, I think March. You know, it's really hard to tell with her because I don't know when she was bred. At least with my goats, I have an idea when they were bred. That was late September, mid to late September, somewhere around there, when everybody went into rut. But yeah, I mean, if you could do me a solid, please, you know, subscribe to my channel, like, ding, 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 notification bell. Maybe share it. Throw a comment down. What are your opinions on the goats that you see of my goats? My kit, you know, is my kit up to your standards? What do you use? This is what I use. This is only because this is what I found on YouTube. Other breeders say this is what you got to have on hand. So if you have any other options, tricks of the trade that you use that you feel is better, hey, throw it in the comments. You know, let me know. I'm willing to look into it and see what that's all about. But for now, I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Thank you for joining me on this little journey, an update with my goats. I'm Todd. This is Todd Hollow Homestead. You know, I make these videos more for my enjoyment than anybody else's, but you know, I think it's fun. You know, I think it's fun. Sometimes I feel a little cuckoo because I'm talking to myself. You know, but anyways, yeah, please like and subscribe. And until the next time, hey everybody, stay safe out there. It's a crazy, crazy mad world. Stay safe. And as always, happy hunting, y'all. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care from Todd and Todd Hollow's Homestead. Bye now.